start reading. Isha's a bit afraid of success. She wants someone more.
What is that?
Oh, it's somebody else's show. They've got the teleprompter on, and it's just
Sounds like a sitcom,
right.
soap opera.
Okay, ladies, we're recording.
Welcome back to Yogaxpress, moving the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. In case you hadn't noticed, we have started airing Mondays 7:30 to 8 instead of 6:30 to 7. You all need your extra hour of sleep. We've given you that. Right now, today we have a guest teacher who has been on our show several times before. And as soon as the cameras go on both of us, we're going to introduce Susan McNamara. In the meantime, thank you. I'd like to introduce Susan. Susan is gentle and chair yoga teacher.
Right.
And Susan, I know you've taught in many different places. You teach senior citizens, you teach adults. Have you also taught kids? Gentle?
Not children, but in my gentle class, it started out as seniors, but I get all ages.
You get youngsters
I
as
get
well.
all ages.
And
I like
you-
to say I get seniors and seniors in training.
Oh, I like that. That's right. We're all of us
We're
are
all in
seniors in
training.
training, right? And you just can't get children to actually sit in one place anyway. It's really hard to get them to sit in a chair, right?
I think it would be, but
You can handle it,
I
I'm
would
sure.
certainly love to try working with children. Sure.
Yeah, it would be fun. We have to have you on for a kids show one time. In the control room, we have Isaiah Seaberry, our director, assisted by Akram Abiskarun. Isaiah and Akram, thank you so much for being there for us today. We really appreciate that you are going to be able to stay for the entire taping. I hope you have a good time, as good a time as we are going to have here. Thanks to our facilitator, Anna Charles. Anna, thank you so much for making us look so good out here. And without too much of a delay, we're going to have Susan tell us exactly what she's got planned for me. Susan.
Okay, so today's session will be seated, the entire 20 minutes or so, and we'll work mostly on the neck and the shoulders.
Right.
That's where most tension, most of us don't even realize how our shoulders creep up, and
Right.
so we're going to spend 20 minutes on relaxing the shoulders. This is great if you're in an office, if you're at home, when you wake up in the morning, in the evening when you come home from work.
Right.
And just 20 minutes can make such a difference.
I think I need that today. I have guests visiting from overseas, so I'm really all stressed out. I really could use that.
Good, good. So I brought with me today a strap and a block. So the block, if you're sitting and your feet don't touch the floor, and it's always a good thing to put your feet on
is a
the
great
block.
idea,
If your
yeah.
legs are shorter, and it's not cheating. We're all different sizes, different
Hey, for the love,
shapes,
not
different
cheating.
ages, and whatever works. So for me, I don't need the block in this particular pose. And what we'll do is we'll start by aligning ourselves. You could sit at the first pose with your back against the chair. That would be okay. Hands are on your lap. And we will first balance our breath. So I know you did a session just last week on breathing.
Right.
And, to start to notice your own natural breath. You might even put a hand on your belly and a hand on your chest and notice your own natural breath. You can close your eyes. And after a few of your own natural breath, start to inhale and exhale at the same pace. So lengthen the inhalation to a count of 3, 4, or 5, whatever I like to say your dance breath might be, and let the exhalation be as long as the inhale. And then notice in your body if you're feeling it a little differently. So we'll do one more long inhalation. And then bring your hands onto your thighs. You can open your eyes. And bring your chin to your chest. And reach your right ear over towards your right shoulder. And be sure that the left shoulder does not creep up. So keep that left shoulder down. And now bring your chin to your right shoulder. So we'll go back and forth, chin and ear. Inhaling ear, exhaling chin. And you'll do this at your own pace, keeping the left shoulder down. And when you look up where the ceiling meets the wall. And when you look down, look over your shoulder. And the next time you come down, slowly rotate your chin back to center, and we'll go in the opposite direction. So rotating now to the other side, bringing your ear, and then your chin. And you may notice it's a little different on one side than the other.
I thought it was just me.
Yeah, this side is stiffer for me. And keep the right shoulder down away from your ear. And looking up, and go slowly. Moving slowly, you feel the work more. And then the next time your chin comes down to your shoulder, bring it to the center. And then circle your neck around in one direction. You can close your eyes. And once your head comes back to center, pause for a moment and go in the opposite direction. Go in the opposite. You may hear a little crack pop, that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then release. Now we'll come to the edge of our seat, sitting at the edge, keeping our knees over our ankles. And notice that your knees are in line with the second toe. And sitting on the edge, bringing the belly in towards the spine. And we'll look straight ahead and reach the right arm up, straight up towards the ceiling, reaching, stretching, and as the arm comes down in a circle, let your head rotate in the opposite direction. We're going to circle the arm back to center. So we'll go in this rotation of the arm, and as the arm goes around to the right, the neck will rotate to the left. Nice and slowly. And we may go at different paces because we're all at a different dance breath, different breath choreography.
That's a lovely phrase.
Yeah.
Breath choreography.
So one more time on this side, reaching the arm up, stretching so you feel the stretch in the whole right side, circling around and bringing your head back to center. Bringing the hand onto the thigh and now reaching the left arm. Reach, stretch up, and as the arm goes around, turning to the opposite direction, letting the arm come around, and as it comes back up, you look straight ahead, exhaling as it goes around. And I mention the breath so much because many times we start doing an exercise and we forget to breathe. Time, inhaling and exhaling around and bringing the hand onto the thighs. So now we'll roll our shoulders, reaching the shoulders up and around, up and around. Everyone likes this one.
Oh, it feels
Up
good.
and around in one direction. Keeping the belly in towards the spine.
That's a tough one.
And now going around the opposite direction. And then releasing. So we'll take the block now and bring the block in between our thighs. Sitting on the edge of this chair, I'm going to do a very subtle twist, but you will feel this in your body. So keeping your hands on your thighs, keeping the knees over the ankles. And to inhale and lengthen, bringing the belly in towards the spine, and slowly turn to the right, keeping your hands on your thighs. Twist your body to the right. Twist, twist, twist on your exhale. And once you get to the place that is for you today, then stay and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And then slowly come back to center. And we're going to do this in the same direction twice. Once again, inhale, lengthen, exhale, turn to the right. You might notice your right hand coming up your thigh, your left hand might be going down. You don't need to push it. And then slowly come back to center. And now one more time, we'll do something a little different. So we'll inhale and lengthen, go in the same direction, twist, twist, twist. You may twist a little bit further. And once you get to where you are, keep your body to the right and let your head rotate, let your neck rotate so you're looking over your left shoulder. So the legs are squeezing the block, your body's going to the right, your neck is going to the left. You're sitting up tall and you're breathing. And then slowly come back to center and feel that in your body for a moment. Very subtle, but
I feel it.
yes, you do. Good, good, good. So now we'll go in the opposite direction. Inhaling, lengthening, bringing the belly in towards the spine, turning to your left, letting the hands go where they may go, and slowly rotating back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and you may twist a little further this time. Take a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling at the same pace. And slowly come back to center. And now one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And rotate your head, neck in the opposite direction, looking over your right shoulder, and reach the right shoulder away from you. Reach the right shoulder back. Body is going in one direction, neck in the other, squeezing that block. And then slowly release back to the center. Whew. So you can take the block out, and we'll come into our cat-cow.
Quick question.
Yes?
Is that block so I won't cheat moving my legs?
Yes, it
that
is.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
good.
It helps keep our
I was tempted
legs
and I said,
there,
oh, it's going to fall off.
so the legs don't go with the
Smart.
twist. Yes. So we'll widen our legs a little bit, having our hands on the knee, inhaling, and lengthen our sternum towards the front of the room. Reaching, think of bringing your armpits towards the front of the room. Exhaling and letting the middle of your back, like where your bra strap, coming back towards the back of the chair, looking down at your belly. Inhaling, lengthening, bringing the middle of the back in towards your sternum. Exhaling, releasing back, releasing the belly in towards the spine. And I'd like to say that if there's a place here that you find that's really juicy, stay there for a moment and breathe into it, and then you can always come back. So we'll do this one more time. However, the viewers could do this as many times. I'd say 10 or 15. It's a nice massage on your spine and very good for your digestive system as well.
This would be great if I'm at a desk for a long time.
Oh, yes. And we'll release and sit up tall and create circles, going around one knee and the other, inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other, pushing off on your right leg as you go to the left, pushing off on your left as you go to the right. So we just went in one direction and now we're moving in another. And you can pause for a moment and go in the opposite direction. Go in the opposite direction.
Wasn't paying attention. I already started the opposite.
You're ahead of me. And then release. And bring your legs back together. And now we're going to take the strap and put the straps are, if you have one, good. If not, that's fine too. You can also, this is a very long one, you can also use a belt or a scarf. And keep the strap on your right shoulder. And we'll reach our right arm up, lengthen the arm, bend the elbow, and actually bend the elbow, grab onto the strap, bring your other arm up and grab onto your elbow. So first we'll stay here, keeping the belly in towards the spine. The inner upper arms are near your ears. And breathing.
It's been such a long while since I've done this stretch. It feels so good.
Inhaling and exhaling at the same pace. And now on your next inhale, reach the left arm up, and bring the left arm around to the back to grab onto the belt. So I'll turn around just to show the viewers that you'll be holding the belt like this. And now pull the belt apart, keeping the belly in towards the spine, ripping that belt apart. Pressing your feet into the floor at the same time. And then release. And relax the shoulders, shake it out.
I love calling that move the shower scrubbing posture because if I need to reach my back.
Well, it's very
this is
good that
really-
you say that because there's so much of what we do here that we, the mobility that we need in everyday living.
Exactly.
In
yeah.
everyday living. So we'll take the belt to the other shoulder and reach the left arm up, bend the elbow and grab onto the belt. And now reach the right arm over and hold on to the elbow, keeping the belly in towards the spine, sitting up tall. And long inhalation, long exhalation. See, for those that are accustomed to doing that, you can lengthen the exhalation so it's even longer than the inhalation. We tend to do the opposite in our daily living. Oh, I shouldn't say everyone. And now reach the right arm up, bend the elbow, and again, grab onto that belt, holding on, ripping that belt apart, pulling, and breathing. And release. And now take the belt in front. One of my yoga instructors calls this shoulder flossing. So you can have the belt on your thumb, so it's nice and light, so we're not gripping so much. Inhaling and lengthen. Exhale, reach up. And if it's available to you to go a little behind you, fine. If not, just reaching up would be okay. So keeping the belly in towards the spine and back and forth, coming down to your thighs, going over your head.
Shoulder flossing. I love it.
Shoulder flossing. So yes, we're doing a lot of work on our shoulders. And if it's too much to go behind, then you go where you need to. There should be no pain in yoga,
Right.
maybe a little discomfort that you can breathe into.
Oh, this is a lovely way to use the belt. I have a couple of belts at home. I never realized I could use it so well. This is great.
Inhaling, reaching behind, and exhaling back down. And everyone will work at a different pace, which is perfectly fine. Oops.
Sorry.
And the next time you come back, you can hold your arms back, reaching, 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 pulling the belt apart. Woo. And then slowly bring the belt back to center and release.
Oh, I needed that.
Ah,
That felt amazing.
just that alone.
That
can
alone felt
just
great.
loosen up the shoulders. So now we'll bring our arms up into a cactus, have our feet flat on the rug.
That's it.
I usually say mat. And we're going to turn left and right. So inhaling and going towards your right, and then your left. And you can push off on your foot as well. Push off on the right foot as you go to the left. And you can start slow. And then you can go a little faster and a little faster. Keeping the elbows away from each other. Feeling that in the shoulders.
I couldn't resist comparing. There is a traditional posture called Kati Chakra. And actually you see kids do it all the time where they just swing their arms to the left or, when they're bored, they just swing their arms around.
Yes.
It makes you feel so happy and
It
free.
does. It does. This does make me feel happy. Okay. And then relax.
Hey guys in the control room, please feel free to try this.
You
Feels
feel
great.
So now we'll take our right leg and bring it over the left and reach our arms up into cactus again. Inhaling, reaching the elbows away. Exhaling, bringing the elbows close together. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhale, in towards each other. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left. You can bring your hands onto your shoulders if that's for you, or you can bring the backs of your hands together, or you can bring your palms around to meet. So whichever one is for you, that's perfectly fine. All three will do the job. And inhale and lift the elbow up slightly. It doesn't need to go very far. Exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We'll inhale and lengthen, and as if there was a big ball on your lap, bring your elbow around that ball and put your elbows on your knees and relax your head down. Relax your head. And now slowly reach your elbows up and unravel the legs. And we can shake that out. And now take the left leg over the right. Bring the elbows out, drawing them away from each other. Inhale, belly's in towards the spine. Exhale, bring the forearms together. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. And the next time we come in, bring the left arm underneath the right And again, this, or you can bring your palms around, whichever one is for you today.
I've got to lock my palms. Oh, come undone.
And now inhale, up, exhale down, inhaling up, and we're keeping the bellies in and only moving the elbows. And this time, inhale up as if there was a ball. We'll exhale around it, bringing the elbows to the knees, letting the head and the neck relax. Pressing.
2 minutes.
And now slowly coming back up, unraveling, and shaking out the hands. And we can sit back into our chair, reach the arms out, press your feet into the floor, reach the arms up, bring the palms together, and bring the palms down in front.
What a beautiful closing, just perfectly timed, Susan. On behalf of my crew, our director Isaiah Seabury, and on the switch we have Akram Abiskaroon, I would like to thank Susan McNamara. Susan, that was an amazing session. I really enjoyed it. And I feel bad that my crew couldn't be here to stretch, but then we won't have anyone to take the shot. So thank you guys for hanging in there. Thanks also to Anna Charles for setting us up in the studios. If we're good to wrap up, we're going to keep stretching while the credits come on. So
Okay.
if there are, actually, I do have a quick question, and it might help our viewers as well. You were talking about placing the feet on the brick. Now, when I come forward, my feet actually touch the ground. Is it still helpful to keep my foot on the brick at that time?
Sure, if your feet cannot be on the floor the entire time, then it's good to
Right.
have the brick. And there are smaller bricks too, that are half the size of
Right.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Because I
so-
was going to say, when I tried, and you said it was okay, that we were not cheating, so when I came forward, I sat this way, and I placed my feet on the brick, and I found that my knees were going past. You were suggesting
right.
keeping the knees on
That's
top of the
okay,
ankle.
let me see what it
Is
looks
it
like.
okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
I felt somehow
Oops.
somehow my
30
knees were being
seconds.
forward. Thank you. So I just want to be sure. So the idea in that brick being there is just so our feet actually connect wholly with the
Oh,
ground,
feet
correct?
connect and we can push down into the ground.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any other tips? Tell our viewers where they can reach you. We've got the credits rolling right there. Our team has got that up. So
Susan,
it's Sumac Yoga.
SumacYogaNYC.com
It's right there. SUMACYOGA.com.
and Susan McNamara. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susan. Thanks so much. I really enjoyed that session.
Oh, good.
And whether it's on camera or off, that felt really good. I especially like the one you were talking about, shoulder floss.
Shoulder flossing.
I love that phrase, but it felt so good. Just moving the
Oh,
arms with the belt.
Yes, yeah. So we moved our shoulders in so many different directions
Right,
today.
we never think of it.
widen them and shorten them.